Hello and welcome to How to Invest. In today's video, we're going to be quickly covering the Q3 fiscal year 2026 UiPath earnings, just going over the kind of presentation for the earnings call. A little bit about me. I am a stock analyst for a holding company with over 10 million of assets under management, as well as my own personal $150,000 portfolio. Just so you guys know, we are not certified financial advisors. This video is not financial advice. All investments carry risk. You are solely responsible for your investments. We encourage everyone to do their own due diligence and research. We have a high risk tolerance and a long investment horizon. This video reflects our opinions only at the time of recording and are for educational and entertainment purposes only. At a glance, 411 million of revenue, 1.8 billion of ARR. And the thing I was most excited to see, and the kind of thesis confirming metric here, was the 16% year-over-year revenue growth. Why is this important? Is because we saw this huge trough and revenue acceleration, a big revenue deceleration actually, and this was through the midst of kind of a refocusing at the company. Daniel Dines left as CEO, he came back as CEO, then he started implementing Act 2, which is his focus on Agentic AI and orchestration, and now we're starting to see the results of that in the last 2 quarters with a big bump up and continual acceleration in revenue growth. So this was very thesis confirming for us this quarter, and we heard a lot of other really great and important things from the management here as well that also confirmed our thesis. Now, a little bit more through this, they had Fusion, which was a bunch of great information, customer testimonials about, hundreds of hours of work being saved, tens of millions of dollars of operation expenses avoided, that kind of stuff. Fusion was incredible. They showcased a lot of their product capabilities. It is absolutely insane what they've built. And that was through that revenue growth trough period where they were building this. And we're starting to see the revenue acceleration, and management is saying things like, we will not meaningfully see revenue acceleration from this product until next year. So this is insane. We're seeing 16%, and management is saying that this isn't even what we're really thinking is going to happen in terms of, like, we're not seeing a meaningful contribution from this orchestration and agentic product yet. We expect to see that next year, and we've already seen it reaccelerate to 16%. So this is very exciting. Just a little bit about the platform. So yeah, it's the orchestration layer, which orchestrates agents, people, and robots, which is a huge part of the bull thesis for UiPath. Is, lots of people are building agents, but not a lot of people are building robots, and robots is a very powerful tool for agents to use, and it really completes the full orchestration, the full end-to-end automation of a workflow. Because sometimes you have a workflow, right? So a workflow is basically, I need to do this task. So part of this task is collecting documents, part of the task is implementing data into a spreadsheet, part of it is crunching all that data, taking maybe quantitative, qualitative aspects, and kind of thinking more abstractly about those things, and then coming to a conclusion. And then the last part is another deterministic thing where I have to send an email, right? So each one of these are good at different parts. Agents might be good at abstracting data from documents that are constantly changing, but robots are really good at deterministically inputting data into a spreadsheet and deterministically sending an email, whereas agents might be better at, again, that more abstract combination of qualitative and quantitative things that are part of the decision making. So you can really truly do end-to-end automation now with the combination of robots and agents. Maybe that wasn't the best example, but hopefully you get the idea. And then it also has human in the loop, which is really important because you want to be able to audit, you want to be able to have trust in these automations. So they do so much. And this is a very defendable moat. They had the best RPA, which is the robots, before. No one's definitively the winner in agentic AI yet, but who won the last form of automation? It was UiPath, so that should be a pretty good indicator of who has a good chance to win new act of automation. They've already shown to have an incredible orchestration platform. And then they also have all the foundation. So all of these companies, these startups that are doing agentic, they have to do all the data and integration, security and governance, flexible, like all of these things, they have to build from the ground up. UiPath already built these because they already had RPA. So they already understand how to interact with UIs, user interfaces, and move mouses and click around in the software because they already had RPA. And agents will be doing some of these same things. So they already have a huge advantage over these other startups. They already have tons of customer relationships, which gives them a huge advantage. So this is really, really important. And look at the ecosystem here, all the partnerships they have. These are through years of business partnership already that they have this ecosystem. This gives them a huge competitive advantage against all of these new agentic startups or other agentic companies. So just wanted to point that out a little bit here. They got a bunch of awards. This is one of their new products. Let me see, agentic document processing capabilities. Yeah, so I want to talk about this a little bit. They talked a lot about industry analyst recognition. This is not in the financial industry analysts. These are like cybersecurity or automation analysts, that kind of thing. Gartner, I have a friend who is in the cybersecurity industry, and he was able to tell me about Gartner. Gartner basically is, they tell companies what to do in terms of what software and stuff they should buy. They're a consultant. That was the word I was looking for. They're a consultant. Whether or not they actually are the best to go to in terms of these things, my friend who's in cybersecurity thinks they're dumb sometimes, but a lot of C-suite listens to Gartner, and Gartner is coming out and saying that UiPath is the best in a lot of these fields. And so if Gartner is giving these companies a recommendation for UiPath, that is meaningful because a lot of companies listen to Gartner and their recommendations. So these kind of things where Gartner's like, oh, this, UiPath is the best at this, or they're in the top, 3 in this kind of automation vertical or whatever, that matters. That matters for customers who are listening to these kind of industry analysts for their recommendations. So this is significant. They got a lot of these in this last quarter that they pointed out. Everest Group as well. I don't know much about them. My cybersecurity friend only told me about Gartner. But yeah, up here you can see barely, really small on your screen, probably UiPath there in the top right with the leaders at the very top. And then also here, I don't even know what this is measuring. Process automation platforms. Yeah. So yeah, this is really good to see. You want to see consulting organizations, these organizations that give recommendations to C-suite across all industries. You want to see them saying, "Oh yeah, UiPath's the best," because the C-suite listens to these consulting companies. So that's really good for UiPath. That's good to see. Let me see. Yeah, again, global network of partners. This is something that other companies just don't have that are competing. This is a huge advantage for UiPath, the fact that they have this massive history of doing these kind of automations. Another thing to point out here is they're scaling large customers. So they're continuing to gain momentum. So while their ARR was flat quarter to quarter, I think 111% ARR last quarter, 111% ARR this quarter. Their ARR with large customers is already re-accelerating. So we love to see that. Okay, and then I think Jacob's already said this in the live stream and some of the other videos here on the channel, but the number of customers doing agentic AI pilots has doubled quarter over quarter, and I think that's going to continue to accelerate as well. So yeah, really, really good to see. I think we have talked about everything. I already talked about the revenue reacceleration. So yeah, we'll just quickly go over the modeling here for Path. We think it's very reasonable for them to get from this 16% revenue growth to 22% next year. And this is based on not only them saying things like we're not meaningfully seeing revenue acceleration from agentic or orchestration yet, but also Daniel Dine saying things like we are seeing more demand than we saw for our RPA product when that launched. And if you go back and look at what their revenue used to be when they were only selling RPA, they were having insane revenue growth rates of 50%, 40%, 30%. Like this is when they first IPO'd and they were still seeing insane revenue growth from their RPA product. And Daniel Dines is saying they're seeing more demand for their agentic and orchestration than they even saw for RPA. So in our modeling, we get 22 next year, 25, and up to 35% in the 5-year. And that means an incredible, let me zoom out a little bit here, in the 5-year, the intrinsic value of UiPath, because also they're already trading pretty cheaply, even for their old product of RPA. We think that their intrinsic value from the current stock price is going to directionally be somewhere in the ballpark of a 9x over the next 5 years. So that is absolutely incredible. If you want to go and look at the rest of our modeling and a bunch of our other charts that we have in here, like enterprise value to look through earnings, or enterprise value to revenue growth rate, and all the other companies we've modeled in here, you can get the spreadsheet for free. We are just doing a little form. You can go to the link in the description, a Google form. You can fill out your information and we will email you this spreadsheet for you to put your own companies that you're interested in here, model them out, see what we've done, seen the work we've done, learn, read the different information we have about the companies, go look at the rest of UiPath's modeling for 10, 20, the bull case, the bear case, all that kind of stuff. It's free. We're not charging for it. The only thing we're doing is collecting the emails. For at some point in the future, we want to launch a holding company. So we'll send one email at some point in the future, probably a decade from now, saying, hey, we're launching a holding company. So that's the only reason we are collecting emails. Yep, the spreadsheet is for free in the description if you want to use it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this UiPath Q3 fiscal year 2026. They have such a stupid fiscal year. It's so dumb. But anyways, latest quarter update for UiPath. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe for more content like this in the future, and have a wonderful day.